Hi, so now you know how to log in. What we're going to do is we're going to show you how to edit your front page. So your front page is your home page, which is this page here. We'll just let it load. This is your front page. Now there's 2 or 3 ways that you can access your front page to edit it. We can load it like this, and you see this black bar that says Fibsol, custom, comments, new, edit page, edit with Elementor, notes, and Rocket Pro. Now this you will only see. No other user will see. So to edit the front page, we can literally click edit with Elementor is one way. If you're in the back end, we're going to go to pages. And we're going to scroll down until we see your page, which is Fibsol Fiber Reinforcement Solutions, and it's been marked as front page. Now this is the page that we've told WordPress that it needs to be your front page. It's a dedicated front page. So we can either click edit with Elementor there, or we can click edit. I like to open them up in new tabs, and then we can click with Elementor, edit with Elementor there. So we've got one way. We can go edit with Elementor, and we've got this. So there's 3 different ways that we can access the platform. So once the platform loads, this all depends on your internet speed. Once it loads, you'll see that the page will look exactly like the front page, but the only thing that's different is we've got a widget on the left hand, sorry, a sidebar with widgets on the left hand side here, and we've got a navigator function here, which if we click on the navigator, it will take us to that section. You see. Alright, which is a nice feature, because if you can't remember where it is, you can scroll down and quickly just make the change. So what we're going to do is I'm going to show you how to just change this background here, this word in here. So as you can see here, rotating text is just a widget, it's animated heading. So we can go welcome to, as you can see it will say welcome to, and then to fiber reinforcing solutions. So you can put text before that, or you could just leave the rotating text here. So we could make it hello David. So when it goes again, reinforcing solutions, and that will say hello David. So you can add text in there. Remember, not really, don't put too much. We can go after text, the site. So we go welcome, fiber did it, the site. Doesn't really make sense, but you get my gist that you can add text beforehand or afterwards. All right, there's your different options. We can go wave, slide in, or we can go wave like this. If you watch the text in front of you here, just like that. So you've got different options that you could do. You could go typing in, so it will type in, just like that. I preferred the slide in truth, but you can go around and play with those features. This section here, as you can see, is just a text editor, which we just wrote in. One thing I'd like to say, please do not use these functions here. What you do is, to get it centered, you'll go over to style, and then alignment. You see, we can align it like this, just like that. If you do it using these functions here, it adds code in behind here in the text section where you can add code. Then in the future, when you come back and you want to use these functions, the code that's been added in this text editor will overwrite these. So you'll be clicking left and it will still be in the center, and then you'll say, what's going on? It's because you've added it there. So if you want to align the text, please always use style. Then if you want to use the text color, we can change the color just like that. Typography, just like this. That is your default, your family. I'm sorry, not your family, your font. You can got the size here, you can make it bigger, just like that. You've got the weight, we can make it bold, we can make it thin. It's whatever you want, we'll leave that to normal. Then you've got transformation, that's uppercase, normal, lowercase, whatever you want in, we'll keep it on default. You got your style, normal, italic if you want it. Your duration underlined, do you want it underlined, do you want it overlined, line through, or none, for example. So we'll just leave that as default. And then you got your line height. So you see just like that. Okay, you got your letter spacing. So now the beauty with doing it the way we use Elementor is that the way you edited this section here is the same way you've edited this section down below the slider. So it's the same functionality. The only difference is that's one up here and it's got a background color. If we go to advanced down here, we go background here. There's the background color there, as you can see, just like that. And this one here hasn't got a background color because the text, the background of the row is white, as you can see. But we can put one there if we wanted. We can make it red, you see. All right, we scroll down lower here. We've got a column. We go to style. There is the background. Here is your text. This is a header. This is a header. This is a advanced. This is an animated header line. This is a header. So in terms of coding wise, they're the same. It's just the animation will be a little bit different. This is just a static one. The other one's animated. If we scroll to the right hand side here, you see there's different. See these purple boxes. We've used 3 different text widgets just to make this one bold, keep this one a little bit thinner, and this one a little bit darker color. So we've done that also just to keep it a little bit separate and it's easier to run. Again, same thing on the left hand side. So if we scroll down here, we've got a row. Again, they all work in rows. Click here. This is your heading. We've just can make it fit the row just like that. If we scroll down here, this is a row just with a background, as you can see there. This column here has got a background. If we go to style and then go background overlay, background there it is there, but we've made it a little bit transparent so you can see the image before, through the background. We've got a heading here. This heading is the same here. We've got the ticks. So this is what we call an icon list. So if you open it up, there's the title there, and if we wanted to change it, we could change it to that tick if we wanted and insert it. And as you can see, so you've got a bit of customization that you can do there. You can do different icons if you wanted to. So it's just a bit more customizations. And again, this is the same thing here on the right hand side. If we scroll down here, this is again is a row, a heading, which is exactly the same as this one at the top here. If we come here, this is a little bit different. This is what we call posts. Now in the previous video, I explained to you what the posts are. That's where it's like a blog section, and that's how we've done your, that's how we've done your projects. So, which I will cover in another video. But this is basically, we're telling the system that the image needs to be on the top. We've got 3 columns. We're only going to show 3. So when you add a new one, the SEC engineering will move to where Dunlop is. Dunlop will move where in-core projects is. In-core projects will disappear, and the new one will appear where CEC engineering is. Okay, and that's how you'd edit your front page. If you wanted to add anything to your front page, because in the previous video I showed you how to add a widget, you could just click here and go add a row. You'll push this little Rubik's Cube at the top here, and we'll type in vCard. Now that is the vCard that we installed in the first video. So if we add it here we go. We've got show image. We can grab an image. We've got show name. We can enable all of these just like that. And now we just got to fill in the information. Here's the button down there. There it is there. There's your personal details. See there. So that is how you'd add something new. If you wanted to, we can just delete this one for the argument's sake. We come here, we want to add an image. You just drag an image here. You click on the image. We can search the media library of the images that have already been uploaded, or we can upload them from our computer just like that. So it's very simple. Once you get used to Elementor, you'd love it. And the best part about Elementor is when you do it this page, whatever you do on the other pages, all these other pages are exactly the same. All right. So that's what we love about Elementor, is that when you understand how it works, each page is exactly the same. All right. In the next video, I'll show you about these projects.